Hey, welcome to AdLab Games. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Francis.
Today we're going to play
the Institute for Magical Arts.
Speaking of magic.
Really?
Well. All right.
Anyway, so Institute for Magical Arts is designed by Steve Finn, published by Dr. Finn's Games.
Yes.
It is for 2 players and 2 players only, and plays in about 30 minutes.
Yep.
So
we're going to take it to the table. We'll show you how to play. All right. Welcome to the table. Here you have a 2-player setup for the game, the Institute for Magical Arts. All right, so the setup for this game is pretty simple,
Yep.
I'd say. We have chosen our sides, so Francis is going to be red, I'm going to be blue. And to get the game set up, you have, you first put out these dice
They're all
cards,
locations,
location
yeah.
cards, so they'll identify which location we'll get to assign some of our stones to. We have the Ethereal Realm, goes up here. A portal starts on location number 6, and we have our item deck, right? So these will be fighting for to gain control over characters and items of magical properties.
They're like our Institute cards,
Right.
I believe. So
So
everything pertaining to that.
We are competing to get to the first to 20 points, right?
Right.
But really, what that represents is the influence within our Institute of Magical Arts,
Yes.
because the former Dumbledore, right? The headmaster,
Yes.
like disappeared, right?
Yeah.
And now we're two other teachers or
Yes.
professors, and we're fighting now
starting to
because
become that,
the
yeah.
minute the chief is gone,
Yep.
you know, we want to get in there and take over. So we're going to compete by gaining followers to our side, as well as magical items, items of magical import. So how does this work? At the beginning of the game, there are 6 of these special starting items or artifacts. So we're each going to get one randomly. So we have a Ring of Influence, a Mortar and Pestle, and a Novice Crystal Ball.
Just a novice crystal.
It's novice. It's not a really powerful one.
Concede like tomorrow.
That's about it. Maybe this afternoon. So each of these is going to have an ability that can be activated, a permanent ability that can be activated once per round, and in specific phases that are indicated in the lower left-hand corner. We'll go more into how that works as we play. But with that, each one is going to do something different. So I'm going to shuffle these up real quick. We're each going to randomly grab one to start with, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and take your first one. I'll take my first one, and the rest of these are going to go out of the game. So now we reveal them.
Okay.
Oh, we both got the Mortal and Pestle. Well, at least we're on the same ground.
Okay,
so.
well that's good, because the other ones are very, like, take-batty.
They are. So these are actually
this
pretty
is
good.
good.
So actually these don't go out again. They go in the deck, right? So I have to
Yes,
shuffle
those
these
go right
back
back
in.
in.
So after rolling dice, adjust any one die by
Plus or minus 1.
plus or minus 1. Now, this can be activated only in the first phase, and it will cost 1 stone to activate this. To use it. So think of stones as like our mana pool, like our power,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So we cast everything we always cast stones.
Yes.
You shouldn't cast
Shouldn't throw
stones.
stones.
But we're going to do a whole lot of stone casting in this game. So that's really the power of our magic. And it allows us to use these special items. So this will give us some dice manipulation early on, which is kind of good, I think, because you need some ability to do that.
Yep.
All right, so deck is ready. We're going to keep this off into our tableaus now. We also get a deck of 6 of these special action cards that we're going to assign to our dice. We're going to get to assign 4 of the 6 cards face down to our dice at the beginning of the round, and it'll tell us what actions we're going to take.
And we both have exactly the same cards.
Exactly the same cards. So we're going to be able to take stones. We get 2 of those, which allow you to take the amount of stones equal to the number of pips on the die you assign it to. You can cast 2 stones once, and cast 1 stone up to 3 times. So that's it. And these are going to be displayed or revealed in private after we begin the game. So next thing we do is we'll populate the offer here. So what do we have?
All right, so we have a Master Wand, which allows us to shift a Power Stone. We have a Shield, which allows us to negate an opponent's one-time power just triggered. So if you had something that affected me, I can negate it. We have, who is that? A character. I can't read his name from here. Scores many VPs as character cards that you now have.
This is Bikwimbi, the Oenomancer.
Okay, I'm glad you read that.
Yes.
Another novice crystal ball, or I guess the novice crystal ball. A master stone, and then we have our portal at the very end under the 6th
portal. Okay, so we'll explain the portal, what that means once we start playing. So that's it. We each get 2 of these. What are these called? Crystals.
Yeah.
These are power crystals, really. And they're worth a victory point each. So as we accumulate them, they'll be we'll get victory points. They can be traded in at any time to get one of these black tokens, which is a reroll token.
Yep.
And you're only allowed to have up to 3 of them at any one time, and they can be used during the roll. Any time you roll, you get to use them to do a reroll. We start with 3 victory points, and that represents the 2 points we got for our starting crystals, and our 1 point for our starting item. So that's it. That's it for the setup. We've got stones, which are these chips here. We've got these larger versions, which equal 3 stones. And that is it. So setup is done. All we have to do now is begin the action phases, and there are 5 phases. The first phase is where we get to assign action cards to our dice. So we're going to roll our dice. All right, so just to correct the terminology, these are called charm cubes.
Yes.
And they can be turned in for up to 3 reroll cubes, but again, you're only allowed to have the max of 3.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they're powerful. And you will lose a victory point when you give those up, because they're worth a point. The way that we keep the points in this game, you'll see, we don't like save stuff up until the end. We get our points immediately. Yeah. And I mean, mostly because we're counting up to 20, so it makes it kind of hard to count.
All right, so let's roll them up.
Really?
All right. Very good. Very good.
Okay. All right. So on the dice rolls, just as a point of note, if you ever roll a sum of less than 6, you automatically get to reroll for free. Just so you know.
Yes. So I'll put my tableau down here, I think.
Don't put it underneath your card.
Well, I'll put my...
Are you going to put them up top?
Yeah, I'll put them up top.
Okay. I'll do that too then.
That way I can build my tableau out. It just fits better on the screen. All right, so now we get to assign 1 card to each die.
Okay, and we do this in secret.
In secret. All right, so what we're trying to do while we're picking is we're trying to cast our stones onto these objects. And the number in the upper left-hand corner tells you how many stones it requires to acquire that tool or character. So for example, this crystal ball, whoever can get 4 of these stones on that card can acquire that card, as long as they have at least, in this case, 3 more than the opponent. Right. And each one is a little bit different. This is going to tell you how many victory points it's worth, and some of them have abilities that are going to be permanent if they're in red. It'll be green. Immediate if it's in green, or it'll be a one-time use at any moment you want. If it's that little yellow sort of like flame.
It's like flame hand.
Flaming hand.
With a 1 on it.
With a 1. Flaming 1 hand. And they're one-time use, those.
Okay.
All right, so
we assign these
going to start assigning things here. Yeah.
Private.
Okay. Wow, this is going to be tough.
Yeah, tell me about it.
All right, so I guess we can do that, and cheating already?
I didn't look.
Where? And that. Okay, so I've assigned mine. You've assigned yours.
All right, so now we reveal.
Reveal simultaneously.
Simultaneously.
All right, and now this action we take simultaneously as well. So this is the phase 1, assign action cards to dice.
Yes.
Which we've done.
Yes.
In phase 2, we take and then cast our power stone. So if you have a take stone card, you actually can go ahead and take stones in the amount of pips that you have. So I have a 5, I'm going to take 5 stones.
And these are our, just to clarify too, these are our general supply. So these aren't ours unless we take them with that action.
Correct. So now we can also start casting, and you cast them to the location that matches your pip. You've thrown everything out. Wow, you went right to the portal.
I did.
Cheater.
Oh yeah, I rolled a 6.
All right, whatever.
What else am I going to do?
I don't know, so I'm going to cast 2 stones on the 3, and then cast 1 more stone on the 3.
Okay.
All right, all of my stones have been cast and taken. So that's it. That's phase 2.
Yep.
Now we go to phase 3, which is use the portal. If you have any Go ahead, explain the portal.
So the portal is kind of neat. The portal allows us to do one of two things. So we can either send one of our charm stones or power stones to the ethereal realm, which essentially is just going to award us kind of prizes as we get more and more stones on there. Or we can assign both of these
every stone on there.
Yeah, it's every stone that you have on the portal to one of the institute cards. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say no way to the ethereal realm right now, and I'm just going to put both of these over here with my other dudes.
All right, so you've taken to the magic one. So she used the portal. Now we trigger permanent powers. Now we each have a card that has a permanent power. It's the same permanent power, but that would have been...
But it's only for the first phase.
Phase 1.
So we're not going to do that.
Right, so this is not a phase 4 permanent power.
Exactly.
Where most of them are, typically. Then we have award institute cards. So if you have enough on an institute card to gain one, you go ahead and do that.
And I do. So this one requires 5. And it requires me to have at least two more than you do, which I do. So
okay, so you get it. So
these all go back to the general pool.
All back to the supply.
General pool.
General pool. Major obvious.
And this is a magic wand. So it allows me to shift any one power stone at any given time that I want to, when I want to use it. So
yes.
I'm not going to use it yet, so I'm just going to sit it right there. But I am going to get the victory points immediately.
That was a lot.
That was a lot. That was a good card.
So cards were awarded, and now everybody slides down 1, including the portal, and we bring a new card out. And that's it. That's the end of the round.
Yep, easy.
All right, so we will collect back our cards. Ooh, portal.
Ooh, portal.
Portal.
Portal. You're cheating over there.
Oh, I'm hitting everything. Okay, so roll them up. Ouch. Ooh, okay. Interesting.
Very interesting.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll. Spend one of my re-roll cubes and re-roll 3 of my dice.
Okay.
All right. And now we assign action cards, phase 1.
Oh, I'm putting them down below now.
You're so inconsistent over there. What do I want to do here?
You can't really put yours up top anyway, the way you did that.
Yeah, I
so
guess.
Tight.
All right, let me slide that down a bit.
Let's just confuse all the people.
All the people. What do I want to do here?
I'll line mine up with yours.
I guess I will. I guess I'll do that. No. I'll do that. I will do that. And I will do that. Okay. I've chosen.
Yes.
You've not chosen yet?
Yeah, I chose.
You did? I only see 2 cards out.
I know. I'm out of charms.
Oh, really? Okay. So
I used all 5 of mine.
you're not even going to bother assigning those. Okay.
I can't, yeah.
Very well. Really? Because if you take charms before you assign charms, you'll have charms. You'll have stones.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, why would you do that?
I don't know. Sorry.
So we'll leave it at that.
No. That was a really good point. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to have them to play because the first thing you do is take and then you cast.
Okay. I hear ya.
But that's cool. So let's go ahead and... Oh, this changes everything.
This changes everything. Okay. Cool. Not that I have, like, great stuff, really. Guess I'll do that, and I'll do that.
All right. What do we got here?
Taking a lot of stones.
All right, I'm going to take 2 stones.
Very high, which is also kind of bad. 8, so let's see. I'm just going to take all the singles.
So I'm going to cast a stone here. I'm going to cast 2 stones here, and then 1 stone there.
I don't like where this is going.
You don't?
My rolls were not very good.
They were not.
And I wish I didn't do that.
Mm.
It kind of stinks.
It's kind of a wasted stone.
It is a wasted stone, but what am I gonna do?
I don't know.
Alright.
Alright, so that was cast stones. Now we're going to use the portal. So I've got something on the portal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my stones and I'm going to transport it to the ethereal realm. And then we trigger our permanent powers, which you have one, so you could shift any one power stone if you want to use that.
Yeah, I could.
Oh, yeah. You could.
Yeah. Shift any one power stone. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'll shift this one.
All right, so that's going to cost you a power stone to activate that card.
Right, but I'm going to shift it over there.
Right, so and now that goes into your...
Yep, my used
You could turn
section.
it sideways, maybe? Like
yeah, like
exhaust
tap it, kind of. So it's right there.
Well, we won't
It's
use
like
the word.
off
We
the
won't use the phrase tap because that's a trademarked
Oh, okay.
phrase. But
I will put it
exhaust.
horizontal.
Exhaust. That's what everybody seems to want to use.
Okay.
All right, so use the portal, triggered permanent powers, a ward institute card. So
All right.
you get the shield.
this one.
See all of that. You
It
you were
worked.
forfeiting.
I know, I was forfeiting a whole shield.
And it looks like I've got 4 on here, which is enough to get a character.
Nice.
I got Bequimby, the Eonomancer. All right, so he
that?
scores many VPs as character cards you now have. So I have 1 character card.
Okay.
So
you
I get 1 point.
And I have the shield, so it says negate opponent's one-time power just triggered. So that'll sit here in my unused cards, and I'll go up 1 victory point. Anything else?
Okay, I believe
I think we're good.
that's all we can acquire. So
Okay,
let's shift them down.
We're becoming such good magicians.
So far.
Ooh, a potion. Ooh,
Okay, cool.
a lot of good cards. All right, cool.
That's it.
Let's do it.
Clean up our cards and get back to the rolling. Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just thinking what I want to do here because I might want to adjust one of my dice.
Yeah.
I'm going to adjust this one to a 4. Throw that away. All right. Let's assign.
Okay. Your cards are kind of like in my area.
Well, that's just too bad. Okay.
You're done?
I think that'll work.
I think that's, yeah, there we go. That'll do. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Alright. Wow. Alright, let's take stones. So I have 6 and 4. I get to take 10 stones. So I'll
Me
take
too.
3, 6, and then 4.
And then I'm gonna put 2.
I get to cast
Yeah.
2 on the 4. And 1 on the 2. I should put that big one on the 2.
Very funny.
Okay, so
Alright.
all my stones have been cast.
Okay, portal.
The portal. I'm gonna move this here.
That's interesting.
I could have gone there,
Yeah.
but I want that.
I want that.
I want that.
All right, cool.
Let me move these over. And we're gonna have to move your stuff over this way. I think you're too far that way.
Oh.
Trigger permanent powers. Do you have any permanent powers to trigger? You could move a stone.
No, I can't. I used that already.
Yeah, last turn. Oh, you did.
It's only one time.
Oh, okay. So,
No, I don't.
all right. Award Institute cards. Do you have any?
No.
All right, I do. I got another character. I have Orion the Magician. Score as many victory points of character cards you now have.
I like his witch hat.
So he's worth 2 points.
That's good.
1, 2.
Okay.
And that is it. We'll slide this down. And we'll continue to battle here. Oh, another character. Caliban the Conjurer.
You like those characters.
I do. I do like the characters. I have a lot of characters. So I guess if we put our dice up here, we could put our cards here. You put yours there, and you can probably slide your...
I don't think I have room to do that.
You do. Oh, you're way off the screen.
No, I'm not.
You are. Yeah, bring that other one in a little bit. Everybody wants to see your cards.
Nobody wants to see my cards.
Yes, they do.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Now I have no place to roll my dice.
Right there. Bam. Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. I'm going to spin this and I'm going to re-roll.
So what are you doing? Put them up here?
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll.
Okay.
I'll go with that. I'll keep that and I'll re-roll these 3. Ooh, okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I think I'll go with that.
Okay.
All right. So let's assign here. All right.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. All right.
Yeah?
Ready?
I'm ready. Do we get points for excess stones at the end?
No.
Okay. All right, I'm not taking any stones, are you?
Yes, I'm taking 5.
Okay. Because I'm just looking at your massive pile of stones and trying to understand
You're trying to...
the logic.
Is that why you're like, why do you keep taking stones?
So, okay.
I like to have a nice... Well, you know, I'm so stingy with my money.
All right, I'm casting. I'm going to cash this in for 3.
Okay.
I'm going to cast 2 stones on this. The Reigns of Castamere.
The Reigns of Castamere.
And I cast a stone on the 2.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I just put...
2 on there.
I put 1 on there.
You did? Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, you did.
And I put 2 on here. And I put 1 on here.
Oh, look at you.
And that's it, because I took stones.
Okay.
Okay.
You went heavy onto that potion.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Interesting. Okay, so use the portal.
Yeah.
What do I wish to do this time? I think I'm going to move 1 to the ethereal realm.
Okay.
So now I have 2 here, and if I were to cash those in now, I would get 2 of these, right?
I don't think so.
What does that mean? 3 up? All right, so I'm going to claim it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have to use every stone I have on here, and I claim the 2nd level prize, which is 2 of these charms.
Yep.
So they're worth 1 victory point each. And I get to refill my reroll cubes.
Yep.
It's a good reward.
And you can trade those in. We have giant cubes too.
And they represent 3?
They represent 3.
I'll do that. I'll take a giant square.
Giant cube.
Okay, that works for me.
All
So
right, award cards.
Award is 2 cards. So you look like you get 1.
I get this one. Yeah. Sweet. Oops, that was weird. That was my potions because I'm becoming a magician. Let's go back. And this potion forces my opponent to re-roll each die before he takes and casts stones.
That's terrible.
That is terrible. It's a one-time use, so I'm just going to stick that down here for now, and I get 3 points. 2, 3.
All right, so let's roll it up. All right.
Alright, so I can spend. What is this? After rolling dice, adjust any one die
Yep.
by 1. Okay, I'll do that.
I'll do that as well.
So I spend 1.
Turn that to a 3.
And I'm turning this to a 3 as well. You love that portal.
Apparently you do too.
I do. I don't have enough real space for my cards.
Plenty.
Alright, ready?
Plenty space, yes. Huh. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna do that. That. And that. Did I want to do that?
You made your decisions pretty quickly there. Let me move this out of the way since your cards are kind of like over here on my section.
I don't necessarily need to do that. I'm gonna swap this around like that. Yeah, I think I'll do that. All right.
Okay. Oh wait. I didn't realize I had 2 3s. I guess that works.
You turned 1 into a 3.
I know, yeah. And I guess we'll do that too. Why not?
Okay.
I'll do that. Okay,
All right.
I'm ready.
All right. I'm gonna take my 5 stones. And then start casting.
I'm casting. This is a casting call.
Cast 1 there. I cast 2 to the number 5.
I did that. Did I do that?
And I cast 1 to the 6.
There. And 1 to the 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Use the portal.
Use the portal.
What are you gonna do?
You go first.
I'll go first. I don't mind. I'm gonna send 2 of them here.
Okay. You love those heroes. And I will send. Oh. That's not really what I wanted. They all have to go to the same
They all
place.
have to go one place. Yep. Which stinks, but.
Ooh.
Or you get someone to the ethereal realm.
Nah. I'm good. Because then they have to sit there
Yeah. To be used at a later round.
to use it later round. Alright, I'm gonna. So I kind of waste them if I put them over there. I guess I'll put them here. I'm like wasting them either way. It's
Yeah.
like, which one do I want? I guess I'll do this one. That's kind of cool. It gives me power stones.
Okay.
Alright. Ready?
Yep. Trigger permanent abilities and then award institutor. Do you want to trigger abilities?
I can't.
Okay. So you get the Master Stone.
Yep.
and
Master Stone.
I get Caliban. The Conjurer scores as many VP points as I have now, so I get 3 victory points.
Okay. And I have Master Stone, so before rolling dice, I take 2 power stones, and that just happens.
You have to pay for it,
Oh, yeah.
but yes. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. And I get 2 points. It's kind of weird. They should just say it's free and you get a power stone. Why should you have to pay?
Yeah, that's true.
Are you sure you have to pay?
Every time you use one.
I don't know about that because look at this. It says 5.
Yeah.
And that says 2. I feel like maybe that's how much you have to pay. And these have 0.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Because it says permanent.
Oh.
1 use per round costs 1 stone. Yeah.
I see. I'm just trying to make it cheaper. All right, ready?
Yep.
Okay. Whoa.
Trade that in. Okay.
Okay.
All right, I think I'm good. I'm actually going to keep these.
Okay.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, and I get to use this because I get to spend a power stone for 2. And then I get 2 power stones. So effectively, I should just take 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
What?
All that number in the bottom right corner means is the actions in that phase that you would use it go in number order according to that number.
Okay.
The lowest number first.
Yeah.
So if we're both using a card at the same time in action, whose goes first? The lower number goes first.
I see. All right, I'm done. Ready?
All right.
Ready?
Yeah, and I think that only applies to the phase 4
Yeah.
cards because they're the only ones that have numbers on them, if you notice.
Never really noticed that. All right.
But that's what that means.
Okay.
All right, so cast 2 stones
So I take 6.
to 2. And cast 1 stone to 4. I take 8.
Okay. Cool.
All right, use the portal.
Portal. Where are you going to go?
Where are you going to go?
Why did I put 2 stones there? It's so stupid.
I have no idea.
I really don't know. I'm gonna go here. Whoops. These little things are so hard to grab. Okay, your turn.
All right, I'm going to bring them here.
Okay.
All right, so do you have any permanent powers for phase 4 that you want to use?
No.
Okay. Then we acquire our card. So I've got Enchantress Angela Larcanis. So she's going to give me 4 victory points.
Nice.
All right.
And this is Apprentice Wand, shift any 2 power stones, and that's a one-time use. I haven't used any of my one-time use cards yet.
I know.
It's not good. They're free to use.
Not good at all.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
Ready, Freddy?
I'm going to do a reroll here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, and this allows me to take my stone too. I'll take my stone.
Use another reroll.
I think I'm gonna reroll too. Huh.
And spend a stone. Alright.
Okay.
See how this works out.
Oh, and this allows me to adjust a die, right? I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Interesting.
You're interesting.
Indeed.
Oops. Okay.
Yeah? Alright, I'll take my 4 stones. 2, 3, 4. Cast away.
Okay. Cast away.
Cast away.
Right. And
Who'd you put one on there?
what do you mean?
Oh, that's weird.
Why is that weird?
I don't know.
Alright.
Okay, use the portal. Alright, so the way the book tells us to do it is we each take a card. Right?
Okay.
Hold it up here so I can't see what's behind it.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to take 1 die and change it to the pip of the location you want to place those guys on.
Right, yeah.
Alright, so, and then we reveal. And keep it over there so I can't see it.
You can't see it, can you?
If I stay down here, I
Well,
can't.
just don't look at it.
Alright. Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Go. Alright,
Okay.
see? Nice and easy. So these are going to location 6.
Okay.
They're going to location 4.
Yep.
Alright, that was fair. Trigger permanent powers, award institute cards.
Alright. So I get this one.
This goes back to you.
Whoa.
And then I get him, and he's going to be worth 5 points. Seamus the Sorcerer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 20. He's worth 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have used this shift any power stones. Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's how it, as soon as you get to 20, it's over.
That's it.
Alright, cool.
Well, we actually play through the rest of the phase, but that was the rest. Sword Institute cards is the end.
Yeah, that was the award institute
Yeah.
cards, so. Alright, cool.
Yep.
Let's go talk about it. Alright, so there you have it. Institute for
Alright.
Magical Arts.
Did your magic powers improve?
I think they did.
I certainly hope so.
They did. I was successful. I took over the school.
Yeah.
I'm the new Dumbledore.
Yeah. How does that make you feel?
It makes you feel good.
Okay.
Makes you feel very good inside.
Fantastic.
Alright.
All right, so let's talk about the game. From a replayability standpoint, what do you think?
Very good.
Okay.
This is a and obviously this is a filler game, right? Like
Yeah,
all
right.
of Dr. Finn's games
Yes.
pretty much have been. And he definitely knows the formula
Yeah.
for filler games. There's no doubt. Like, I haven't played a bad game of his yet.
No,
not a one. And this one definitely did not disappoint, especially from a replayability, because I think there's enough randomization in the cards.
Yeah.
There's enough randomization in the powers and abilities. There's the dice randomization. Like, every game feels fresh of this. So,
Yeah,
So it's got
definitely.
very good replayability.
Yeah. All right. And how about weight?
This is pretty light, but it's
Yeah.
a little
It's
more.
challenging.
Yeah, it looks can be deceiving, right? Because
Yeah.
it comes in a very small box, and it's there's a lot to it. It's not your run of the mill light filler game.
Right. Well, I was actually going to say, when we were talking about replayability, you have so many options for strategy in this game. For a quick, light game, the mechanisms and things really provide for a lot of different, strategy. You can take like a lot of different routes to get your points and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you went all characters
I did,
this time.
and they paid off.
They did.
So yeah,
They really did. Okay.
Very good.
How about components?
Cards were good. The cards are really nice. The art's really good. Definitely nice there. All around, I think it's got solid components. It
Yeah.
would have been cool if the stones were actually like little stones.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like little magic stones.
like
But
little
again,
Shakirans.
yeah, like little, just something like, little gemstones that you could have felt like you're casting magical
Yeah,
stones.
right.
But for all intents and purposes,
Yeah.
the components, they're wood, they're solid, they're pretty good quality. So I can't
Yeah.
knock it there, to be honest. So it's definitely very good production.
My
value on that.
my only point of things I wish that it would have, I guess, is like more of a player tableau.
Oh
Where
yeah.
you could kind of, just like a simple tableau where you could actually put your dice rolls and your cards, just because that's my type A personality.
Yeah.
It's like our cards, they're all over the table, and like, which is fine if you're organized and you keep it nice and clean.
Yeah.
Definitely doesn't take away from the game at all.
I think like any
But if I had one
card
person,
game
it would be, yeah.
can benefit from a playmat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then again, you're talking about an additional like $10 to
Exactly.
$20 in cost in a
Yeah.
much bigger box. So,
Right.
if you can keep it organized, I think it works, right?
Yep.
All right.
All right. How about theme?
It's cool. I like the theme.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's very Harry
Did
Potter.
you feel like you were at Hogwarts? Or
I felt like I was one of the professors at Hogwarts. I don't know if I was like Snape. Maybe
No, I
Mad
was
Eye
gonna ask
Moody.
you, yeah.
Or Professor Lupine. Maybe.
Okay.
And who are you?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. You never watched Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next question.
How about fun factor?
This is a fun game. Very, very fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a lot of fun with this one.
Yeah,
You?
me too. No, I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Like I said, I was really impressed that by, for such a light game, you really got a lot of enjoyment out of it. We played through 20 victory points.
Yeah, it's standard setup.
Which is like standard. I felt like it ended a little abruptly, just because we usually like to play, through 30 or so. You
Yeah.
can actually flip that scorecard onto the back. And in standard play, really what that's meant for is like if you go over your 20 points before you actually resolve a winner for the game, or like before the round ends, before that whole turn ends.
Yeah.
But you can use that. It goes up to 40 to continue playing.
Yep.
And
And
this
the book.
is so much fun that like usually your light games, you get done in about 20-30 minutes and you're like, okay, I feel satisfied, that was good.
Right.
But this one, like, we get to the end and I'm like, but I want to keep playing.
Yeah, because you're almost building an engine with your cards, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
So it has very light
Yeah.
engine building.
Yeah.
And almost like worker placement because you're placing
It
your
is, yeah,
stones
yeah.
on it. So it has all of those little
It does.
like Euro-y type.
Yeah, it's such a
bits.
tease.
Yeah, and then there's the luck of the dice
Yeah.
and the mitigation. So in the push your luck, if you want to go with the portal versus the ethereal
Yeah.
realm, and do you do that? You
But
know?
I think that adds to the fun factor. The fact that you can bring this out and play to 10 points, 20 points, 30 points, whatever.
Yeah,
you wanna
I think
do,
you probably
and
wouldn't want to do
have the
less.
same, amount of fun.
Yeah, I think if you
not
20
less
point,
than
not less than
20,
20, because a
yeah.
10-point game would be over in like
know.
two rounds. But I think the book even tells you for longer play, the variant is play to 25, play to 30.
Yeah.
You could probably play to 40 if you really wanted to. It's like we prefer, for this type of game, I think 30 is probably the
good.
sweet spot. Just because you're gonna, we're just starting to get rolling at 20.
Yeah.
And then
I
to
know.
just end it, it's like, all right, give me another couple
I know.
rounds because my engine's really there now.
Right.
But But either way, it's up to you. It's customizable, so you can sort of tailor it to what you want. You could also start with 2 artifacts in the beginning instead of 1 each, where you'll have extra powers early on. So so there's a lot of ways to change it up.
All right, cool. So what about the setup?
Setup is, it's pretty simple, I think. Yeah, it's 1 deck. As long as you keep the cards organized in the box, you should be fine. It's not much. A few minutes, maybe 2 minutes to set up.
Okay.
So real fast.
An audience, who does this play for?
I wouldn't say light audience.
Yeah. Because
they may be turned off by the complexity of it, because it definitely is more complex. Once you get all these cards out there, you'll be like, whoa, this is a bit much. So I'd say, I guess, a little bit more advanced than a gateway gamer. You'd probably want someone who's used to playing these types of card games, like someone who's played like Magic the Gathering or something, who knows how to read all the little icons on the cards and make sense of that very quickly and understand, how card effects work. So someone with some general knowledge of these types of games.
I can't imagine trying to explain this to somebody who doesn't normally play games.
No, not at all. Yeah.
And be like, oh, this is a nice 30-minute game, and it turns into like an hour.
It would easily be an hour.
Explaining it all along the way.
Exactly.
All right, so what about conclusions? Overall, what did you think?
Conclusion, I thought this was a solid game. Another great title from Dr. Finn. I can't knock it. It's a good time. It's a nice, I wouldn't hesitate to throw this on the table. And after you play a game, it's another one of those games where you're like, all right, let's do another one if you have another 20, 30 minutes to kill. Because it plays fast and furious.
Especially for us, because we're 2 people.
Yes.
And only 2 people.
And only 2
people. When we get finished playing one of our larger games, this is specifically designed for 2 people,
right? And it's designed for the type of gamers we are, where it's not like, if you want to play a card game like Ashes, for example, right? And Ashes, and you've never played this, but it's a game sort of like with dice and cards where you actually your whole game is battling each other,
right?
And any of those types of games, like a Star Realms or this, or they're all just in Magic the Gathering. They're all battling you against me.
We're not dueling.
We don't. Yeah, there's no dueling. You're playing for influence and power, and I think that always hits the sweet spot with us. We don't like that take that necessarily, and I'm not sure a lot of people do anymore. I don't know, at least not us. I guess more couples, right?
Right, exactly.
No one, you don't want to
sit around on date night I'm
gonna beat you down and destroy you.
Kind of thing.
It's not.
This is fun, friendly competition while you're your engine building on your own, and there's interaction for sure, but you don't feel like you're fighting each other the whole time.
No,
at all.
Then you're manipulating and maybe pulling a chip off of a card, and it's not crippling.
Yes.
So you're not losing everything you've worked for. So I think that lends to what we enjoy. And with that, so I definitely say this is definitely in my great category, without a doubt. A strong great, in my opinion. So if you're looking for something 2-player, quick, you like dice, you like card mechanics, it is a solid game.
Yep, for sure.
Absolutely. So there you have it, the Institute for Magical Arts. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, and thank you, Dr. Finn, for providing us with the copy for the review, and hope you see it. Hope to see you at the next video, and please subscribe.
All right, thanks.
Take care.